Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my office. Haha, just kidding. Actually, in our storage unit. Yesterday afternoon, after I got done riding the motorcycle, was being He-Man and messing with some cases of water, and ended up, I think, straining or spraining something in my back. So I was down for the count yesterday. Did get to watch some football, watch my Eagles clinch #1 seed, 14-3, best record in the NFL this year. And ended up in bed early. Woke up this morning, back was still killing me, was feeling that we were probably going to end up in the ER. But that didn't happen. Slowly but surely, I am nursing my back to health with stretching. I took an Advil, which I usually don't take Advil because of my GI bleeds. And so walking it out, Shane and I went to Walmart. And Mondays are usually our days off. Well, when we got home from Walmart, Shayna's teammate said that she's had a fever for the last 3 days. So Shayna said, I'll just work for you, go home and get better. So Shayna's at work, and I'm finally feeling good enough. I scooped the cat poop and got all that stuff done. And I was thinking, a couple days ago, maybe even last week, I had a video in mind because I was dealing with an issue with somebody at work, and then I was listening to a video about, like the Russia and Ukraine war and all that stuff going on. And then I just started James just to soak in the book, the letter, the epistle of James, where James, it's just 5 chapters. And in there is something he writes, and he says about whenever someone is tempted, do not say that God is tempting me, for we're tempted by basically the desires of our flesh. And when we give way into temptation, it works its way through a cycle to end up giving birth to sin. And then when sin is accomplished, sin brings forth death. That is that basically came right out of the garden. Adam and Eve sinned, and therefore we all physically die because of that. But there's more to that. There's not only do we die physically, there's a spiritual death of a country, death of a nation, death of all kinds of stuff. And I was really, really thinking about, even in my life at times, that there is a point of no return. You know what I'm talking about? So like when we give thoughts to those sins or those temptations, those desires, the cupcake. I'm going to use simple stuff. I'm going to keep this PG. You can insert whatever else. I'm sure most of you don't deal with cupcake issues. I do sometimes, because I do love cupcakes. I might just go have a cupcake. But anyhow, back on the subject. So, you're trying to be good. You're trying to have a good diet, and next thing you know, you're like, man, them stinking cupcakes. Those cupcakes that Publix makes are phenomenal. And I got to go to Publix anyhow to get some vegetables for my diet and all that. I'm going to go. And instead of parking by the grocery entrance, you park by the bakery entrance. And you walk in the bakery, you walk in, you smell all that stuff cooking. And then next thing you know, you're face to face with the cupcakes. Now, you've had plenty of opportunities to turn away from those cupcakes. You could have went in the other Sorry, a little something. That's what happens when you do videos in your storage unit. You get little dust things flying around. Anyhow, you could have went down the other door, through the other door, away from the bakery. You actually could have just went to Walmart or Winn-Dixie, who doesn't have that good of bakery stuff. But instead, here you are, face to face with these cupcakes. The temptation is great. Your belly's rumbling. You're like, you know what? Just one. I'm just gonna get a single cupcake out of that bakery case that they have there with all the good stuff, the refrigerated stuff. Not like I ever go there or anything, but so you go there. You're like, yeah, just give me one cupcake. Then all of a sudden, one cupcake's in your cart. You grab your veggies. You get out to the car, and you're like, oh no. My family's gonna know. Someone's gonna see me do this. I'm gonna just eat the cupcake in the car. And what happens is that makes that cupcake even better because you're doing it in secret. Next thing you know, you got icing on your face. Cupcake's good. You got that evidence you got to get rid of. You're like plan your exit of the Publix so you can get near the trash can at the end of the parking lot for some reason. Specifically set there for you people who sneak cupcakes. Not like I've ever done that or used those trash cans or even know that they're there. I'm just assuming. Now, listen, man, been there, done that. Cupcakes, birthday cake, all kinds of stuff. But you're catching where I'm going. If you're watching this video, insert whatever that sin is, and you throw that out. You wipe your face. Driving, got away with it, and you get home and rest of your family's eating vegetables with you, and they're like, oh man, this sucks, I'm still hungry, I wish I had a cupcake. And then you find yourself covering up that sin, feeling guilty. You go to bed that night, everyone's snoring, you're like, oh man, I ate that cupcake today, and feeling guilty, feeling like you've lost your salvation over it. Listen, there is a point of no return for everything. Everything. Point of no return for those kind of sins. A point of no return for a nuclear war with Russia. Point of no return in friendships, marriages. Point of no return, well, in just about everything. Once you get past that median point in the pendulum, it's very hard to turn back. What does that mean? What does that even mean? Why are we talking about this? Well, in James, he talks about self-control and discipline. And I will tell you, with everybody, 100%. I'm actually getting some sun on my legs sitting here. No beach today for us, you knew that. With everybody that I have worked with, right? Everybody lacks self-control. Am I saying that salvation comes from an act or some kind of doing something to earn it? Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that everything we do that is messed up and is wrong, we have hundreds of opportunities. That's hyperbole. Let's go back. We have at least 2 or 3 opportunities for some things and maybe 100 for some others to turn back and not do it. Not do it. Same thing with our country, getting involved in this crap overseas. Same thing with, politicians, work, people, companies. We got to cut costs. Let's get rid of cashiers and put self-checkouts in. That'll be a fantastic way to save money. I won't mention any company names, but then next thing you know, people are just throwing stuff in bags, scanning 2 or 3 things, walking out. Next thing you know, you're losing half your money when you could have paid somebody $9 an hour to stand there and ring out 100 people. Those 100 people, out of those 100 people, you just lost $62 in goods. Point of no return, Jack. The point of no return. Because ain't nobody coming back there now to ring stuff out after you replaced them. And if they are coming back, they don't want $9 an hour. You're going to pay me big time. I know why you're asking me back here to ring things out, because you're losing money. How much money do you lose? $62 an hour. Sounds like a good wage to me. Even cut it in half. Here, I'll save you. Save you a little money. $31 an hour to ring out your stuff at, I won't say the company's name. Point of no return, man. So listen, whatever you're dealing with, whatever you're about to get into, there is a point of no return. Here comes a truck. I can't wait to see the face. I don't know if they're going to come down my aisle or not, but sitting here, I just have shorts on, but it's a beautiful day down here in Florida. But whatever you're doing, there is a point of no return. Stop while you can. Put her down. Walk away. Run out the door. Whatever you need to do. But there's a point of no return. I got things to do. I got to keep working on my back. I got to go get gas in the V-Rod right behind me. I got other things I need to get done. So before there's a point of no return that I can't do it today. So I don't know who this video was for, but I felt like I needed to do it. And if this is you, you don't have to say, wow, that was me. I'm the one. Point of no return. But I will tell you something. Once you bring stuff to the light, it moves that point of no return further away. Once people know, next thing you know, the enemy's like, dang it, it's not a secret anymore. Remember I told you eating that secret cupcake in your car, how good that was? It's not as good when everybody's watching you. All right, guys, 12 minutes is up. Peace out. Talk to you later. See ya.